Welcome to another episode. Today, we'll be discussing the case of Andrew Gosden, a British teenager who disappeared without a trace. This case is particularly baffling as there are no concrete leads, and Andrew seemed to vanish into thin air. Andrew was born on July 10, 1993, in Doncaster, England. He was described as a gifted student and had a love for heavy metal music. At the time of his disappearance, Andrew was just 14 years old and was attending the Macaulay Catholic High School. On September 14, 2007, Andrew's parents left for work, and he told them that he would be going to school. However, instead of attending school, Andrew withdrew £200 from his bank account and bought a one-way ticket to London from Doncaster train station. The train arrived at King's Cross Station in London at around 11:20 a.m., and CCTV footage shows Andrew leaving the station. It's believed that Andrew had planned the trip as he had researched the journey online and had printed out the train timetable. From that point on, there are very few concrete leads about what happened to Andrew. CCTV footage from London shows him walking towards the Strand and then towards Trafalgar Square. He was last seen on CCTV cameras at around 3:40 p.m. near the entrance of the London Underground station. It's believed that Andrew may have attended a concert that night, but we don't know for sure. One possible sighting of Andrew was reported in the weeks following his disappearance. A woman claimed that she had seen him in the Pizza Hut restaurant in Northampton. However, this sighting has not been confirmed, and it's unclear if it was actually Andrew. Some interesting things about his trip were that he did not pack his charger for his PSP and that he booked a one-way ticket. Those are kind of contradictory because not packing the charger would normally mean you plan to be back soon, but a one-way ticket suggests the opposite. Despite extensive searches and appeals, there has been no trace of Andrew since his disappearance. His family continues to hold out hope that he will one day return home. On June 2018, the Gosden family said that someone had reported an online conversation with a person with the username Andy Rue who claimed that their boyfriend had left them and they needed £200 to cover rent. When someone offered to send them money, the user claimed they did not have a bank account as they had left home when they were 14. This is very interesting because one of his nicknames was actually Rue. On January 11, 2022, South Yorkshire Police said that on December 8, 2021, detectives had arrested two men, aged 38 and 45, on suspicion of kidnapping and human trafficking. The older man's arrest was also connected with possession of child pornography. Both men have been released under investigation while inquiries continue. They are believed to be the first arrests made in connection to the disappearance. The following day, it was announced that numerous devices had been seized from the men for forensic investigation, which police said could take 6 months to a year. Kevin Gosden thanked the public for their support and said the family did not know any more than what had been released in the police statement. In January 2023, South Yorkshire Police said that the men remained under investigation, and that the subsequent devices were also still under examination. It's not clear if there is a connection or not with these men, but the police seem to maybe think it was possible. Unlike most of these cases, I think this is one of the ones where it's actually likely the person is still alive. Theory 1. It was been rumored that Andrew was gay or bisexual. Maybe he felt out of place at school or at his religious home, and maybe he met an older man on his Xbox game or the local gifted and talented event he attended a couple weeks before he went missing. Maybe this person convinced him to move to be with him, which would only work because Andrew was underage, essentially a groomer. The one-way ticket would point to this as well. The person online named Rue asking for money would also fit this theory. Theory 2. It is rumored that his family was very religious. Maybe he wanted to live a teenager life as a rebel like many of us growing up. Go to concerts and stay up all night playing video games and listening or making music. Maybe he found some friends to live with and helped out with odd jobs till he was old enough to make enough to help out on his own. Whatever the case, let's hope Andrew is alive and happy somewhere, and maybe he will let his parents know he is safe someday. That's all we have for today's episode. Join us again next time as we delve into another story. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.